This is the BBC World Service.
Have you heard of Alba the bunny? Alba lives at an agricultural institute near Paris, and she looks like any other plain old white rabbit. Well, that's until you put her under a blue light, at which point dear little Alba begins to glow green. And it's not in the name of science, before you ask, but in the name of art.
We touched on the genetic engineering controversy earlier in the broadcast. When we saw this story in yesterday's edition of the Boston Globe, we thought, surely not. On the contrary, surely. Here's ABC's Bill Blakemore.
Directors of the lab in France that created the rabbit are not letting anyone in to see it. But you can see a picture of the rabbit, Alba, on the website of the artist in Chicago, Eduardo Kac, who commissioned the lab to create her.
When you start to genetically engineer animals as part of an artwork, I think that you're really beginning to cross a line that isn't necessary to cross.
But animal rights groups say that Alba's artistic visibility may publicize her plight as a lab animal.
If this has been highlighted in this experiment, then it is helpful for laboratory animals everywhere.
Email us at this address, outlook@bbc.co.uk. Time now to talk about a rabbit that's got a few people into a bit of a stew. That's because this rabbit is at the centre of a project that sparked off a debate involving art and science. Spell out, if you will, the artistic message of this project.
Well, there are several messages, but one of them is the fact that Alba, like any other transgenic animal, has a cognitive and emotional life that must be acknowledged in a social space.
God in the 21st century, it looks like you and your buddies do, huh? The rabbit genome has existed for how many billions of years, and why do you think you're so important that you can mess with it? I think you're a pawn of these biotechnology companies, and I'm sure you probably didn't have to pay very much for this to happen, because I'm sure they'd love to tout it as another one of their successes.
When ancestral man picked up a stone and called it a tool, we radically changed this planet ever since that time, okay? And when we accepted the line from Genesis that we hold dominion over all the animals and the fish of the sea, as a society, this is generally what we do, all societies. And we must question each and every technological advance. And we haven't done a good job of it, and I'm glad that you are doing this project to bring these issues to the forefront, to produce these forums when we can hash these problems out. Because prior to this, there isn't enough discussion.
This is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz.
So you ready to play, Yura?
Sure.
All right, here's your first limerick.
Old Noah cried out, "Oh, dagnabbit, we really must learn to cohabit. If you glow in the dark, come on down to the ark. I've got space for a mutant green
rabbit." Yes. Unbelievable as it may sound, it's true. Alba is an albino rabbit that under regular light just looks furry and cute. But turn on the black light and Alba's eyes, whiskers, and fur glow.